Well, for the third time, we're back at the Gold Cup. This time, Martinique Grenada and Mexico. Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, international manager of mystery, managing obscure nations so you don't have to. And as we said, it's Gold Cup time. Once again, the Gold Cup comes once every 2 years of course, and a first for us today as we have a competitive game with Martinique. First quick update on the matches we've had since the last episode. Of course, we had that glorious 2-1 win over Jamaica in World Cup qualifying. We followed it up a few days later with a hard-fought, well-deserved point away to Curaçao. 1-1 it was. They took the lead in the first half, but we came at them in the second half. Klein, Moxham, Elliott got the equaliser. And what an equaliser it was. We're just going to show this to you here. Look at that. Just turns his man. Boom. Take that. You see from the match stats, I mean, we were all over them in that second half. Probably make a good claim to say that we should have won. And after that, we had a warm-up game for the Gold Cup. Of course, the Gold Cup perpetually held in the USA. If any of my American or North American viewers can explain to me why the Gold Cup is in the USA every single time, I'd like to know. I mean, I know there aren't that many big nations. No Caribbean nation could host it, but surely Mexico, Canada could do it on their own. Anyway, we went to Canada to play them in a friendly. We went 2-0 down, but we showed some grit. We fought back for a 2-2 draw. Of course, in Group D, we play last. All the other groups are underway already. We see a surprise in Group A that Barbados are leading the way, having beat, well, Guadeloupe, I suppose, in their first game. Be interesting to see how that group pans out, though, with Costa Rica having lost to Trinidad and Tobago. Canada and Jamaica have got wins on the board. USA and Curaçao have got wins on the board. Let's see if we can join them. Now, a bit of news in the squad. The first thing to point out, Emerson Skeete, are by far our best player. Signed recently for Liverpool after coming through the youth academy and into the first team at Barcelona. He's injured. He got a hamstring strain at the end of the season and he's still got 7 days to 2 weeks out. So it's a bit of a gamble bringing him here. He's probably going to miss the entire group stage, but we couldn't not bring him. We'd be nothing without him. So our other superstar player who's been labelled as a wonder kid at this point, David Wood-Roach, has transferred to Aston Villa. You can see there. I think he went for something more than £56 million, actually. No, actually, just a little bit less. Went for £52 million. So hopefully he'll be a first-team regular for them next season. You'll also see a lot of players here without clubs. That's because we're now in July. These are all players who got released on the 30th of June at the ends of their contracts. So we're hoping they find new clubs, because we've had this happen to us a few times recently where players who were regulars for us got released from their contracts, spend 6 months without the club and then decide to retire. Let's see, Neville Rowe, he's got quite a few kind of League 2, League 1, League 2 teams interested in him. Barrow, Port Vale, Scunthorpe, Walsall, and so on. Ebanks, Webb, he's also got a lot of Dutch teams interested in him, so hopefully those two are going to find clubs pretty quickly. I would hope Tudor Cupid and Tyler Thomas, because they are useful players. I hope they find clubs soon as well. Martin Martinez, we kind of bring him in case we ever need a defensive midfielder, so he's not crucial, but of course we don't want these guys to retire. Anyway, Martinique it is. Be interesting to see what they're like. I mean, Martinique have had good results in the time this save has been running. They've made it to the Gold Cup quarterfinals before. Looking at their team, though, they're an unranked nation. They're, strictly speaking, a French territory, so they don't actually have FIFA affiliation, so no world ranking. So it's a little bit tough to gauge them. But looking at their current team, they've got one player in the Dutch league, Sebastian Batelli. Everybody else is in the domestic league, so, no offence to the Martinique domestic league, but they shouldn't be causing us too much trouble. So the injury to Skeete has meant a bit of changing around in midfield. So Fagan, who normally plays on the left, he's coming in to the centre of midfield to partner Moxham Elliott. We've also got Lindo Wilson We're playing Rowe and Solomon on the wings and Rig up front. In defence, Wood, Roach and Ebanks, Webb with the centre-back partnership. Challenger Sanchez keeping the double-barrel surnames going. Thomas letting us down on that score. And Ribeiro in there as well. Obviously, Skeete's injured, so everyone else gets named as a substitute. Let's go. 4-3-3 from Martinique, going for a cheeky OP tactic, I think. Right, let's tell them that we're favourites for a reason. We want them in no doubt as to why. And I've also got the faith. And we're ready to kick off. So today's episode, we're going to bring you the Martinique and Grenada games. Our aim is to win both of them. Oh, nearly off to a great start there. Our aim is to win both of them, get 6 points on the board, and then hopefully that game against Mexico, there's nothing riding on it. It'll just be a battle for first place. The key thing to remember, though, we're in Group D. USA are in Group C. So there is, Martinique going close there. There is a strong chance that, if we lose to Mexico as expected and we end up second in the group, which is probably our predicted position, then we end up with USA in the quarterfinals, and it'll be another quarterfinal exit. We want to go a step further this time, especially to, boost everything ahead of that World Cup qualifying campaign. But, have we underestimated Martinique? Clyde Newgen puts them 1-0 up. Not a good start from our boys at all. It was a deep free kick, and Newgen, just in that crowd of players, got his head to the ball. Got to demand more. Come on, Cayman Islands, you're better than this. Okay, throw in and a chance to get back in things. So Moxham Elliott whips in the cross. It comes to Fagan. Fagan, what are you going to do here? He is a winger, of course, so I was going to say he can get himself in a position to cross, but instead he decided to shoot. Free kick for us this time. It's whipped into the back post. Yes, Rig gets the rebound. I think it was Wood Roach at the post there who had his shot saved by the keeper, but Rig gets us back in it. Now, come on, boys. We've got to put the pressure on. We've got to take the lead, take the initiative from here. Solomon, he's picked up a lower leg injury. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. He is a key player for us. He scores goals. He creates for us. He harasses fullbacks. Neville Rowe, but it's offside. Possibly the greatest disallowed goal I've ever seen. Let's have a look at it again. It's worth seeing that. Solomon, gets the cross in. Rowe did move just a bit too early. Does the flying kick, but unfortunately, no goal. Okay, maybe a chance to get something right before half-time here. We've got the initiative. We win the ball back there. Lindo Wilson powering through. Oh, dearie me. What was he thinking there? He seemed to shoot with that. Shoot that with the outside of his left foot, which was very strange from the position he was in. Well, we're definitely... I'm not telling them I appreciate their efforts, assistant manager. I am far from pleased with what I've just seen from this team. Fagan doesn't seem bothered, so you get a little bit of, one-to-one feedback. Wood Roach, I'll tell you, there's a lot more to come from you. Right, Solomon, do we keep him on? I mean, he's only on 73 condition. He's not much worse off than the rest of the team, so we'll keep him on for now. We can always rest him against Grenada if needs be. Okay, here we go. Throw in time. Thomas. We nearly lost the ball there, but it falls to Fagan. Fagan. That should have been a goal. He should have buried it. He was in the perfect position, but it just was not to be today. Can we get anything off this corner? Moxham Elliott picks the ball up, but he's got his back to goal. Come on, play somebody in here. That's it. Nice, but we've got our backs to goal, and the highlight ends there now. We've got Martinique with a throw-in. Let's win this off them. Nice play from Fagan there. And he charges into the box again. He's just not passing today for some reason. I don't get it. Right, making a few changes here. We're going to put on overlap for the fullbacks. Get rid of play out of defence. Go a bit more direct. We've got our low crosses on as well. And, hopefully that's going to make a difference for us. We'll keep it on distribute to the flanks at the moment. And we'll leave the pushing higher up in case we need to get a goal later in the game. Right, time to take Solomon off because his condition is dropping quite a bit more quickly than everybody else. So Anthony Robinson, youngster, only 17, a Manchester United player, he comes in. And I think Dave Lindo Wilson, it's about time he came off as well. We'll put in Klein Williams, who has been playing well in some recent friendlies and matches. So get those two out there, see if they can make a difference. Okay, there's a highlight here with 10 minutes to go. This could be crucial. But we lose the ball, and now Martinique are on the break. It could be crucial in the wrong kind of way. We're harrying them to get the ball back, and we force them into a mistake. Fagan, don't just run forward and shoot. This time run forward and pass. He does pass, but along the floor. Oh, then he gets the cross into Rig, just over the bar. Right, we're going to up the tempo just that little bit more, and we're going to go much higher on the defensive line and the line of engagement. Okay, we're going to start distributing over the top of the defence, and we'll put in shoot on sight as well. We'll go super direct. Oh, but it's Martinique now with the chance. Dangerous position in the box. Come on, win it off them. Woodroach, fantastic play. The defender pushed forward there. We've got men spare here. Robinson charges into the box. He shoots. It comes to Rig. We've still got it here. We've still got the chance. Rowe, come on, drill that ball in. It wins us a corner. Let's get people up here. We'll keep the pressure on. We've got the chance to win this game. Come on, Ebanks Wilson, Rowe, come on. Where's Moxham Elliott to do a pile driver when you need it? But it comes out to Robinson. Robinson tries to turn his man, but he gets dispossessed. Right, we're going to go very attacking for the last couple of minutes. Do we make our final substitution as well? We do, but who are we going to bring on? Right, Klein Williams moves out into the left midfield position, and Klein Coleman comes on in the attacking midfield position. Come on, I don't want to push everyone forward into advanced positions because we don't want to give up a goal at the back. This is a group stage game where, 1 point is better than 0, but 3 points would be fantastic. I feel like we should have buried them in this game. I mean, you look at the stats, you look at the shots, you see the highlights we've had. Oh, it's a penalty! Oh, on 91 minutes 30 seconds, the penalty is awarded. This is a chance to seal it for Woodroach. Yes, he gets it in. Whoa, in quite dramatic fashion. We finally get the second goal that our play has deserved. Confident penalty, a little bit close to the keeper, but the keeper was less than equal to it. And I think that's going to be enough. No, there is a highlight here. The referee being very generous with the added on time. We're close to 95 minutes when it was +4. Oh, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Look at that. We've just ticked over to 95 minutes. It was +4 on the clock. Come on, referee. Come on. Because it's one of those sod's law things. I did not, when we went 2-1 up, drop everything back. Because at times in the past, when I've done that, when I've reverted to the normal tactic or moved to something cautious or defensive, we get hit with a late goal. And here we got hit with a late goal anyway. Nah, not good enough. We've gone with shouting at the team. That screws things up, because even if we can beat Grenada in the next game, then, that leaves us potentially in a position where we have to get a result against Mexico to guarantee qualification, which will not be good at all. Yeah, here we go. First question in the press conference. Plenty of stoppage time drama. Did you expect quite so much time to be added on? Absolute travesty. No justification for that much time. We've been robbed. Mexico ran out 5-0 winners against hapless Grenada, who we face next. So we've arrived at match day. We're heavy favourites for this game against Grenada, who don't have the best record in the Gold Cup in recent years. They tend to suffer against the bigger teams in the region. I somewhat optimistically hoped Skeete would be fit for this game. I mean, he could play, but he's still got a few days of recovery to come. We need to save him for later battles. So we're going again with Ribeiro, Cupid, Ebanks, Rivers, Ebanks, Webb, Woodroach in defence. We've got Coleman now coming in the Mazzala role to partner Fagan, Rowe and Whitelock on the wings, Lindo, Wilson and Rig up front. They're going for 4-3-3 as well. Is that AI found some way to suss out my tactic? Go out there and impress me. It did say there that we can secure or effectively secure qualification for the quarterfinal. I mean, not mathematically, because, we'd only be 3 points ahead of Martinique. And we're off. This game extra important now, seeing as we couldn't beat Martinique in the first match, thanks to that dodgy refereeing. Here we go, Woodroach knocks one in. Whoa, he's taking free kicks now as well. Good save by the keeper. Corner. Can we get anything from this? Oof, close, but no. I often find in Football Manager, if you have a highlight with something like that, a free kick that gets tipped around for a corner, you very, very rarely get anything from the corner. Grenada now with a free kick. I thought Ribeiro claimed it, but he missed it, but luckily we were able to clear. Now Rig picks up the ball. He's gone out wide. He's got people with him. Plenty of options. Why did they feel the need to go back there, Moxham Elliott? Luckily for you, Woodroach recovered. That was not good play at all. I mean, there were people free in the middle, and for some reason he played it back into a very dangerous position. And now we've just got a lot of back and forth between the centre-back and the goalkeeper. Come on, where's the direct play? There it is, and it nearly gets us a goal. Right then, build something from the back here, boys. Come on. Let's get a goal before half-time. If we go in 1-0 up, that sets us up nicely. It's Fagan again. It's because I want Skeete back. I need Skeete back so we can put Fagan back out on the left wing, where he's actually going to be forced to cross instead of run and shoot. All right, anyway. Coleman to Whitelock. Whitelock, his cross was just slightly misplaced. But again, we're in the right positions defensively to pick up the balls when they try to launch their counter-attacks, playing it nicely down the middle. And it's Coleman out wide. Whitelock's got the overlapping run. He didn't use it. But now Whitelock picks up the ball again, back into Rig. Beautiful goal. That was a beautiful goal. Okay, well played. They knew what they were doing, playing a bit more through the centre than they're perhaps supposed to according to our tactical setup, but it was a lovely ball here by Lindo Wilson. Has picked out Whitelock, who'd made a great run, played it into Rig. I mean, look, Rig has got 4 defenders around him, but he got into the space and scored the goal. Okay, 1-0 at half-time in a game that we have dominated so far, but we need to make sure we close this out and we don't get sucker-punched again. So we'll tell the team that we've got to guard against complacency. Really, there was no other option. Apart from that, get straight back out there. Okay, Woodroach is getting a bit fatigued, so we're going to take him off. Bring on Theron Wilson in his place. Looking at other changes, we've had quite a few yellows this game, which I do not like. Tempted to bring on Emerson Skeete, but I'm going to resist that. I'm going to put on Anthony Robertson again for Swanson Whitelock. It's Grenada with a free kick. Dangerous position here. Okay, they don't go for the deep cross, which, we like, and we're able to charge down the shot, so that's good. And now the break. Rig has picked that up, well positioned, as he was. Deep ball, nearly picked up by the runner on that right side, but now it's Grenada again. Oh my God, they've hit us on the break. Completely undeserved goal. This Gold Cup is not going well. Corner for Grenada. Let's clear that ball away. I think I completely lost track of where that was. But anyway, the highlight just basically goes straight into the goal kick. Let's build something from the back here. Ebanks Rivers. Come on, Ebanks Rivers made the overlapping run. He's with you, Robinson. Use him. Robinson's gone all the way to the centre. Gone for the greedy shot and missed. A free kick from deep. It's played down the wing. Robinson just keeps it in, and he's got the space now. What can he do? He crosses it, and Neville Rowe with the header. Okay, we take the lead with 15 minutes to go. Now this time, the key question is how long can we hold on to it? But beautiful play from Robinson. Great commitment. He got the defender to commit himself as well, but got the cross into Rowe. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if the game is capable of detecting my own complacency, but I was thinking Martinique Grenada were probably going to be 3 or 4-0 in each game, and then, set up a nice kind of who's going to be top. Battle for first with Mexico. Oh my God, not again. Right, so we're going over the top again. We'll go more direct. We'll put that overlap on, although they have kind of been overlapping. Shoot on sight as well. What a ridiculous Gold Cup this has been. And we'll get some fresh legs on as well. Bring on Klein Williams on the left-hand side. Right, come on. Let's whip that corner in. Let's keep the ball, keep the pressure in the Grenadan box. But no, now they've got the chance to break. I do not like this at all. Oh, come on. Oh, how many people have they got forward? Oh, thank God Ribeiro saved it. But now we got the corner to deal with. They're going to hit the in-swinger. Okay, now the chance to break. Fagan launches it, but the highlight does not continue. Okay, they're down to 10 men. They've had someone taken off injured, Alexander McQueen, but it's going to finish in a draw. We're already past the added-on 5 minutes. How ridiculous. So now we're going to go into a game with Mexico that we are likely to lose. And Grenada and Martinique play each other. We've got to hope that there's a draw in that game if we've got any chance of going through. No excuses, boys. No excuses. You've let us down now. 2 games in a row. Oh, so far so good. We're just a win away from securing a place in the quarter-final. Could clinch it in their next match against Mexico. Yeah, right. So let's have a look at the group so far. I mean, groups B and C have already been settled to an extent. Canada, Jamaica, USA and Curacao all through. It's just a battle now for top spot in those groups, as we were expecting it to be in Group D, but it's not. We are seriously in the proverbial. Group A is the most open group. Every team has a mathematical chance, but Barbados and Trinidad have put themselves in strong positions. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of a very disappointing episode after the high of, the great start to our World Cup qualifying campaign. We're now fighting to survive in the Gold Cup. Next episode will be Mexico, a do-or-die game, and I do hope you'll join me for it. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer, International Manager of Mystery. See you again soon.